Hello, welcome. My name is Mariana and I will be guiding you in this yoga flow today. So this is going to be a pretty strong flow with some playful and creative transitions. So I really hope you enjoy it. So when you're ready, find your comfortable seats and let's begin. So when you find your comfortable cross-legged seat, you can slowly start closing down your eyes and taking these first few moments in the beginning of the practice to really come down to the moment, come to your mat, letting go of anything that has been happening in your life, anything you have to do, just leaving that all for later. And start taking deep breaths. Connecting to your body, to your breath, to this moment. Making it your intention to maybe stay present during your practice with your movements, with whatever comes up. And then taking one last final deep breath to seal this intention. Inhale deeply through your nose. Hold. And exhale everything through your mouth. You can take a sigh. And then you can start slowly and gently opening your eyes, coming back to your room. And we'll start moving by making our way into a tabletop. And we'll start warming up the wrists a little bit here, so making a few circles around your wrists, really gripping the mat with your fingertips. You can turn your palms to face the sides of your mat, shift your weight from one hand to the other. You can turn the fingers to face the knees and shift your weights back and forwards. Whatever feels good here. Giving the wrists some attention before we start moving. Maybe making a few circles. And then coming back into your tabletop, placing now the backs of the hands into tabletop, fingertips facing each other. And then start closing the hands into fists and opening. And doing this a few times, really feeling the stretch in the back of your arms, in your forearms. And when you're ready, you can come back into a tabletop. And then from here, let's start really pressing your fingertips on the mat, lifting the heels of your hands, bringing all the weight into the fingertips, and then bringing the heels of the hands back down, and coming up into the fingertips, and then releasing, and just doing this a few times. Coming up your arms, your wrists. And when you're ready, you can release back into a tabletop, maybe roll your wrists a little bit. And from here, we'll start with a few cat-cows to warm up the spine, inhaling, opening the chest, looking up. Exhaling, rounding your back, engaging your core. Inhaling, arching the back, looking up. Exhaling, rounds. And doing this a few times on your own, connecting to your breath. You can explore this movement, maybe making a few circles, shifting front and back, warming up the spine, and connecting to what feels good in your body today, what you need from your movements today. And on your next inhale, come back into a tabletop. And from here, tuck your toes, engage your core, really press the hands on the mat. Inhale here, and exhale, lift your knees off the mat, engaging your core. And then let's start rotating the knees, rotating the feet to your left, placing the feet on the mat, finding this twist. Inhale back into center, keeping the knees lifted. And then exhale, rotate to the right, keeping the upper body still, just rotating the knees and the feet. Inhale back into center, exhale to the left. Inhale back to center, exhale to the right. And one last time, inhale back to center, exhale to the left. And inhale back to center, exhale to the right. And inhale back into center, and exhale, shift your hips up and back into your first downward facing dog. You can pedal your heels, shift your hips from side to side. Really pushing the floor with your hands, trying to bring your chest closer to your legs. And then coming back into stillness. And then inhale, start slowly rolling forwards, rounding your back all the way into your plank. Exhale, bend your elbows, coming to chaturanga all the way down to your mat. And then from here, placing your fingers to the outsides of your mat. And let's inhale, roll up into a white cobra. And then exhale, roll back down, bringing your chest to the mat, elbows facing up. Inhale, roll up, open your chest. Exhale, back down. And one more time, roll up. And this time, dropping your left shoulder to the front, right shoulder to the back, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale back into center. Exhale, change sides, right shoulder to the front, left shoulder to the back. Inhale back to center. And exhale, release all the way down. And inhaling, make your own way back into your downward facing dog. From here, let's inhale, step forward in between your hands, halfway lifts. Exhale, forward folds. Hanging here for a little bit. You can pedal your heels, feeling a stretch in the back of your legs. And then inhale, slowly roll up, vertebra by vertebra. Reach your hands up. You can open your chest. And then exhale all the way back down, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back into downward facing dog. And from here, inhale, lift your heels. And exhale the same way we did in the beginning. Bend your knees and rotate your knees to the left, toes to the left, heels to the right. Keeping the upper body still, just finding this twist in the lower body. And push back, finding this little crouching dog. And then inhale, push forward into your right hands and lift your left hands up and over your ear, finding a little side plank here, really pushing your side body up. Inhale here, and exhale, bring your left hand back to the mat. Shift back into your downward facing dog, lifting the right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip, and really try to look for your foot. So peeking under your left armpit, trying to look for your foot. And then exhale, bring your knee all the way to your right elbow, dropping the left knee, untucking the toes, coming into a little lizard. You can rock a little from side to side, feeling this opening in your hip. You can maybe come down into your elbows, allowing your right knee to drop to the sides. And then inhale here, and exhale, shift back into a half split, straightening the right leg, trying to keep your hips square. And then keeping the left fingertips on the mats, let's inhale and twist and open to the right, reaching the right arm up, looking over to the right, trying to keep your hips square here as well. And then exhale, you can bend your right knee, coming into a low twist, tucking your left toes, lifting your left knee. Inhale, reach your arm to the back, look to the back. Exhale, bring your hand back to the mat, step back into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back into downward facing dog. And then coming straight into the other side, inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, knees and feet point to the right, bend your knees, shifting back into a little crouching dog, keeping the upper body square to the mat. And then inhale, shift forward into your left hands, reaching the right hand up and over the ear, finding a side plank, really pushing your side body to the sky, finding this long line in your body. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your right hand back to the mat. Shift back into a three-legged dog, lifting their left leg. Bend your knee, open your hip, looking for the foot underneath your left arm. And then exhale, rotate your knee all the way over to your left elbow, placing your foot on the mat, dropping your right knee, untucking your toes, finding your lizards, allowing the left knee to drop to the side, feeling a stretch in your hip, maybe coming down into your elbows. And then coming back up if you were on your elbows, and exhaling, shifting back into a half split, straightening the left leg, and keeping the right fingertips on the mat. Let's inhale and reach and open the left arm up, finding a little twist, really focusing on keeping the hips square to the front of the mat, twisting from the core, from your shoulders, and then bend your left knee, finding a little low twist. You can lift your right knee off the mat, open here, inhale, reach your arm to the back, look to the back. Exhale, bring the left hand back to the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back into downward facing dog. And knowing that in this flow, we're really flowing on the hands and on the wrists. If you ever need to come down to a child's pose, roll your wrists, feel free. Please listen to your body. And when you're ready, we'll keep flowing. So inhale, lift your heels. Exhaling, rotating to the left, knees and toes point to the left. And this time, as you bend your knees, lift your left hand off the mat, bringing to your chest, coming into this crouching position, hips close to the heels. And then inhale, open, unravel into your side plank on your right arm. Maybe this time lifting the left leg up, really feeling the strength in your body, in your side body. And then lowering the left leg. Inhale back into three-legged dog, right leg high. And this time, playing with a little balance, coming up into your left fingertips. Maybe playing with lifting the hands off the mat. You can bring your left toes into a diagonal here, a 45-degree angle. I find that helps me balance. And really engaging your core, looking to a fixed point on your mat. And then exhale, bringing your left hand back to the mat, bending the right knee, opening the hip, and staying here, or maybe dropping all the way back into a wild thing, opening the chest. Inhaling wherever you are, and then exhaling, the right foot will come to the front of the mat. Right arm is reaching up into a twist. And then engaging your legs, coming into your left fingertips, engaging your core, and inhaling all the way up into your twist, left arm to the front. And then inhale, right hand comes to the back of the left leg, left hand reaches up and back, reverse your twisted warrior. And then exhale back to center, bringing your hands to your chest, bringing the left elbow to the right knee, finding a twist, prayer twist, opening the chest to the right side of your mat. And then inhale, unravel all the way, opening into your warrior two, facing the left side of your mat. Finding your position here. And then inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale back into warrior two, straightening now the left leg, tilting your hips, coming into triangle. Right fingertips to the inside of your foot, keeping them light on the mat, really using your core here. Left hand reaches up to the sky, maybe looking up. And then inhale, come all the way up, reverse your triangle, and we'll come into half moon from here. So bending your right knee, shifting your weight to your right foot, bringing the right fingertips to the mat, lifting the left leg up, flexing your foot, and really pushing the heel to the back of your mat. Finding your balance here. And then exhale, left hand comes to the mat, close, square your hips. Exhale, bring your left knee to your nose. Bend both knees and inhale, come all the way up into standing, bringing the left knee with you. Maybe here, playing with straightening the left leg. Holding here, engaging your core, feeling your strength. And exhale, bend your knee. And keeping your arms reached alongside your ears, step this left foot all the way back into a power lunge. So keeping this diagonal in your body, a long line from your fingertips to your toes. Engaging your core. And then inhale, unravel and open into reverse warrior. Right arm reaches up and back. And then exhale, windmill your arms back to the mat, placing the left knee on the mat, letting your right knee drop to the outside. Inhaling, reaching the right arm up and back, bending the left knee, grabbing the left foot with the right hands, and trying to keep the hips square here, working more on the push of the foot on the hands. Exhale, release the right hand back to the mat. Step back into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back into downward facing dog. And we'll do all of that on the other sides. So inhaling, lifting your heels. Exhaling, knees turn to the right. Bending your knees, bringing your right hand to your chest, finding this crouching position, hips close to the heels. Inhale, unravel, open into side plank on the left arm. Maybe playing with lifting the right leg off the mat. Really engaging your core, pushing your hips up. Exhale, right leg comes back to the mat. And inhale, up into three-legged dog, left leg high. And once again, coming into your right fingertips, maybe playing with lifting the right hand off the mat, maybe bringing it alongside your hip. Remember, you can place your right foot onto a 45-degree angle. That will help you balance here. And then exhale, the hand comes back to the mat. Inhale, bend your left knee, open your hip. Maybe dropping all the way back into Wild Thing, opening the chest. Inhale here, and wherever you are, we'll all step the left foot to the front of the mat, coming into a twist. Left hand reaches high, coming into right fingertips, engaging the legs, engaging the core, and inhaling, lifting all the way up into a twist. Left hand reaching to the front. And then left hand comes to the back of your leg, and inhaling, reaching the right hand up and over, reversing your twisted warrior. And then exhale back into center, bringing your hands to your chest and bringing the right elbow over the left knee, finding a prayer twist, rotating and twisting to the left, making sure you're not sinking here. And then inhale back into center and unravel and open to the right, finding warrior 2. Taking a moment to really find your pose. And then inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale back into warrior 2, straightening the left leg, tilting your hips, coming into triangle. Right arm reaches up. And then inhale, reverse your triangle. And we'll come into half moon once again, bending the left knee, left fingertips come to the mat, lifting all your weight to the left foot and lifting the right leg up, finding your balance, really pushing the right heel to your back. Inhale here, and then exhale, right hand comes down to the mat, squaring your hips. Inhale, exhale, bring your right knee to your nose, bending both knees, and inhaling, coming all the way up into standing. Right knee comes with you, and maybe here straightening the right leg, engaging your leg, engaging your core. And exhale, bend your knee, and keeping your arms alongside the ears, stepping the right foot all the way back into a power lunge, finding a straight line from your fingertips to your toes. And inhale, open all the way into reverse warrior. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, bring your hands back to the mat, dropping the right knee, allowing the left knee to fall down to the sides, and inhaling, reaching the left arm up and over, bending the right knee and grabbing the foot with your hands, working on keeping your hips square, pushing foot into hands, really opening your shoulder. And then exhale, release the left hand back to the mat, step back into chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale back into your down dog. You can pedal your heels a little bit here, take a child's pose if you want, roll your wrists if you want. And when you're ready, we'll do our flow one more time, adding a little bit. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, knees twist to the left, left hand to the chest, finding your crouching position. And then from here, inhale and open all the way into your side plank on your right hand. Maybe keeping the left leg lifted, left knee bent, close to the chest. And if you want here, you can drop your left foot to your back and open into Wild Thing from here, opening the chest. And then we'll all come back into three-legged dog. Right leg reaches high. And once again, turning the left toes to a 45-degree angle. Coming into your left fingertips, maybe playing with lifting the right hands all the way along your hip. And if you're here, maybe playing with bending the right knee. Maybe reaching for the right toes. Kicking foot into hand like we did before. Really engaging your core, finding your balance here. If you fall, you can come back. It's okay. And then exhale, release, keeping the right leg high. Exhale, right knee to your nose, step it all the way forwards. And inhale, come into power lunge, keeping this diagonal, reaching arms alongside the ears, keeping your core engaged. And then from here, right hand will reach up and over to the back, opening into a twist to your right. Right hand comes to the back of the leg, reverse your twist. And then exhale back into your twist. And this time, left fingertips come to the mat. Start shifting all your weights to your right toes and lifting the left leg up and off the mat, coming into revolved half moon, keeping your hips square, seeing your chest to the right side of your mat. And if you're comfortable here, you can maybe bend your left knee, reaching over for your left foot with the right hands, finding a little bind, kicking foot into hands. And inhale, release. Right arm comes down to the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, knee to the nose. And this time, as you straighten your left leg, open your hip, lifting the left arm all the way into half moon. Inhale here. And then as we exhale, we'll all come slowly back into a warrior two. Find your position, take a little moment here. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, coming all the way around into a wide leg forward fold to the left side of your mat. You can bend one knee and the other, just hanging here for a little bit after all those twists and balances. If you're here and you'd like to go upside down, feel free. If not, just stay here, allowing your weight to drop. If you're upside down, come back to your forward folds. And then make your way over to the front of your mat. Stepping back into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back into downward facing dog. And we just got that flow on the other side one last time. So when you're ready, inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, twist your knees to the right. Right hand comes to the chest, crouching position. And inhale, unravel into a side plank on your left hand. Maybe right knee comes with you, keeping it overing off the mat. Maybe right toes come to your back and you open into Wild Thing. And then from here, we'll all come back into a three-legged dog, reaching the left leg high. Once again, turning the right toes onto a diagonal, coming into the right fingertips, maybe playing with lifting the right hand up, reaching it alongside your hip, maybe bending the left knee, reaching for the left foot with the right hands, finding the spine, pushing foot into hands, engaging your core, looking to a fixed point on your mat. And then exhale, release the hand back to the mat, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the left knee to the nose, step it forward between your hands. And inhale up into power lunge, keeping the hands alongside the ears. Inhale here, and exhale, opening to a twist to your left. Left arm reaches to the back, right arm reaches to the front. And then inhale, reverse your twist. Left hand comes to the thigh. Exhale back into your twist. And then start shifting your weight forward into your left foot. Right fingertips come to the mat. Lifting your right toes up and off the mat into a revolved half moon. Keeping the hips squared, chest facing the left sides. And then if it makes sense in your practice today, you can start bending your right knee, looking for the foot with your left hand, kicking foot into hand, finding your binds. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Left hand comes to your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee to the nose. Round your back. Inhale, right leg straightens. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, last time, knee to the nose. And this time, right leg straightens. Open your hip, reaching the right arm up, opening to your right side into half moon, coming into left fingertips. And then slowly bending the left knee and making your way back into warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, coming all the way down into wide-legged forward folds to the right side of your mat. Maybe bending one knee and the other. If you want, you can go upside down again, or just hang here for a few breaths. And then we'll all make our way back to the front of the mat, stepping back into chaturanga, making your own way back into a downward facing dog. And you can drop your knees to your mat, coming into a tabletop, and start walking your hands forwards, allowing your chest to drop down to the mat, finding your puppy pose, keeping your hips over your knees. Maybe bringing your hands into a prayer position and bringing them all the way up to the back of your heads, bending your elbows, finding this stretch in the back of your arms, in your shoulders. Starting to slow down. Coming back to your deep breathing. And when you're ready, release back into your tabletop, shifting back into downward facing dog. And let's inhale, step or jump forward in between your hands, finding your forward folds, allowing your weight to drop. You can interlace your fingers to your lower back and allow your shoulders to open, dropping your knuckles to the back, and then bringing your wrists over to the right sides, bending your right knee. Inhaling back into center, exhaling, changing sides, knuckles to the left, bending the left knee. You can do this a few times. Really feeling the release in your shoulders, in the backs of your legs. And then bringing your hands back to the mat, opening your feet to the outer corners of your mat, toes on a diagonal, and sitting your hips all the way down into a malasana, hands to the chest, elbows are pushing the knees out. You can shift the weight from one heel to the other, just finding this opening in your hips, keeping your chest open and proud. And then exhale, come sitting all the way down. And you can slowly roll down vertebra by vertebra, coming to lay on your mat, bringing your knees to your chest. And from here, I invite you to find any inversion you may like today. So you can come into shoulder stands, you can come into plow pose, or you can just come into a bridge, supported bridge with a block under your tailbone, or just bringing your feet and your hands up. Just anything that allows you to slow down. Hanging here for a bit, breathing deeply. And then you can slowly start coming down from whatever position you chose. Slowly making your way down and back into your mat. And bringing your knees to your chest. You can rock a little from side to side, massaging your lower back. And if you want to take any other poses before we close the practice, feel free. If you're ready, just come into a little tight ball, bringing your forehead to your knees, closing everything. Take a deep inhale here. Hold everything in. And then exhale, release. Straightening your legs, allowing your arms to drop to the sides. Just allowing your whole body, your whole weight to drop down to your mat. Basking in the stillness, collecting all the little benefits from the practice. Tuning into how your body feels. Just noticing all the little sensations. Noticing the breath without trying to control it, just observing. And taking this little moment to be grateful for your body, for everything it just did for you, for your ability to move, and for everything it does for you and allows you to do every single day. When you're ready, you can slowly start coming back to your deep breathing, moving your fingers, toes, wrists and ankles, maybe bending your knees, making your own gentle way back into seated. And thank you so much for your presence and for your practice. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know how it went for you. Remember to like and subscribe for more flows. And thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And namaste.